In the dimly lit basement, a single lantern throws long shadows, revealing scattered moving boxes around Jessa and Dean. Jessa discovers a mason jar sealed with tape. She peels off the tape and opens the jar to find a note. "I'm sorry for the knife." Dean dismisses it as probably just some dumb prank, but Jessa is visibly unsettled by the eerie message. Jessa sleeps fitfully, her face etched with worry as nightmares consume her. In her nightmare, blood begins to flow, staining each step with a horrifying crimson. The relentless trickle of blood creates a chilling sense of approaching doom. The dreamscape distorts, overwhelmed by the ominous flow of blood. Bathed in morning light, Jessa stands at the kitchen table, her gaze fixed on the untouched apology jar. She lifts the jar, its cool glass a stark reminder of unspoken apologies. "Dean, look at this." Dean glances at the jar, then dismissively back at his coffee. "What about it?" Jessa sighs, the normalcy of the kitchen clashing with the silent accusation between them. In the dead of night, the digital clock flashes 3:13 a.m. as Jessa awakens, startled and confused. A faint crash from downstairs shatters the silence, sending a jolt of fear through her. Moonlight spills into the kitchen, illuminating two jars resting ominously side by side on the table. "I'm sorry for the knife," one jar chillingly declares. The other retorts, "I didn't mean to aim for the throat." Dean bursts into the kitchen, his eyes frantically scanning the room, landing sharply on the jars. He stops abruptly, a curse ripping from his lips as he confirms his worst fears. The jars have been tampered with. Jessa watches Dean, her face growing paler with each passing moment, her fear escalating. Together, they move through the house, each locked door and secured window only amplifying their growing unease. With every lock and alarm confirmed, the house transforms from a sanctuary into an inescapable prison. Jessa and Dean enter the garage, their movements deliberate as they carry the heavy jars. The garage door grinds shut, the metallic echo resonating in the cavernous space, heightening the sense of isolation. The sound of the door intensifies the cold, impersonal atmosphere, amplifying the sense of dread. Dean turns the lock, the sharp click cutting through the silence like a final, ominous punctuation mark. The click of the lock seals their fate, amplifying the growing sense of isolation and dread. Morning light streams into the bedroom, revealing an eerie tableau. 3 glass jars ominously placed on the bed. The jars bear a chilling message. "He begged me to stop." Jessa's voice cuts through the silence. "Do you know something about this?" Dean freezes, his face paling as he vehemently denies any knowledge. "No, I don't." In the dimly lit living room, Dean is sprawled carelessly across the couch, lost in deep slumber. Dean seems deliberately detached, a silent barrier forming between him and Jessa. Upstairs, Jessa lies awake in her bed, her eyes wide with anxiety and a growing sense of suspicion. Jessa's gaze nervously scans the room, her mind racing with unanswered questions and mounting fears. An invisible, heavy tension fills the space between Dean and Jessa, a palpable barrier of unspoken emotions. The thick, heavy blanket of silence and avoidance suffocates their connection, leaving Jessa isolated in her unease. In the dead of night, the digital clock ominously glows 4:09 a.m., casting an eerie light across Jessa's silent bedroom. The bedroom door slowly creaks open, unleashing a frigid gust that sends shivers down the spine. A wave of bone-chilling air invades the room, prickling the skin with goosebumps as an unseen presence fills the space. From the depths of the darkness, a haunting whisper slithers through the room, its chilling message cutting through the silence. The disembodied voice echoes with a chilling demand. "Apologize." Jessa's finger flicks a switch, and the bedside lamp floods the room with light. Her eyes fixate on a new jar on the nightstand. Nestled within, a neatly typed note catches her attention. The note chillingly commands, "You need to ask him what he did. Then you'll understand what you are." Jessa stares intently at the note, her mind racing as the chilling realization dawns upon her. She is the target. The starkness of her name typed at the bottom of the note is a cold confirmation. A wave of terror washes over Jessa as the directness of the threat sinks in. Confusion battles fear as Jessa struggles to understand why she has been singled out. Each typed character of her name screams danger, amplifying her growing sense of dread. The bedroom, once a sanctuary, now feels like a cage, as Jessa confronts the chilling reality of being hunted. Bathed in the morning light, Jessa confronts Dean. A crumpled note, her only weapon. Dean shifts uncomfortably, avoiding Jessa's piercing gaze as he nervously clutches his coffee mug. Jessa's voice rises with a mix of hurt and anger. "These notes! Dean, what's going on?" Cornered, Dean stammers, desperately trying to deny the truth. "Notes? I don't know what you're talking about." Jessa, driven by cryptic notes, descends once more into the basement. Dim light casts long, dancing shadows as she begins her meticulous search. Her fingers brush against a loose panel, a hidden compartment revealed. Inside, brittle, yellowed newspaper clippings hint at a violent crime long past. The cold stone whispers secrets, the basement transforming into a stark symbol of buried truths. Jessa's face is illuminated by the dim light, her expression reflecting a mix of fear and determination. In the softly lit living room, shadows dance ominously as Jessa throws newspaper clippings onto the table. Dean flinches, his eyes darting nervously around the room, the weight of unspoken accusations heavy in the air. Dean avoids Jessa's gaze, sweat betraying his mounting anxiety. His shoulders finally slump in defeat, the battle about to begin. Dean whispers, Okay, you got me." In the dimly lit bedroom, shadows twist and writhe, mirroring the unspoken tension between Jessa and Dean. The air crackles with simmering resentment as Jessa and Dean remain separated by an invisible chasm of hurt. Their voices, once a symphony of love, now clash in a discordant melody of accusation and pain. The bedroom, once a sanctuary of intimacy, transforms into a battleground of betrayal and fear. The fragile remnants of their love dissolve into the night, leaving behind only echoes of what once was. Inside the Stark police station, Jessa sits, her weariness palpable, yet her determination unwavering. The fluorescent lights hum above, casting a sterile glow on her face, highlighting the haunted depths of her eyes. Despite the trauma, a newfound sense of control flickers within her gaze. The impersonal room fades as Jessa finds strength in the sterile surroundings. The sterile environment underscores the sense of closure beginning to take root within her. In the heart of the station, Jessa embraces a newfound resolve.